Hi, welcome to our stunning 1978 Chevrolet K5 Blazer Cheyenne package. The first thing I want to show you is the paperwork, and I'd like to tell you kind of the backstory of the truck. This was a one-owner truck from 1978 to 2017. The man who took care of it was the second owner. He took care of an estate of a very particular owner, and it was willed to him when the man passed away because he knew this was one of his favorite vehicles. Look at some of this paperwork, it's pretty amazing. So we do have the original dealer copy. We've got the original window sticker that they laminated, the original build sheet that they laminated. Again, a very particular owner. He stated that they changed the oil in that truck every year, whether it needed it or not. Original owner's manual package. It's all here. So check out the condition of this truck. When it came in, it did have aftermarket mud flaps on it, which protected the sides and the quarters. They totally rust-free example, but let's look at some of the options first. This is a factory 400 V8, which I love that motor, 4-barrel, dual exhaust, turbo 400, 4-wheel drive, Cheyenne package, rally wheels, chrome bumper guards, tilt, cruise, folding rear seat, which a lot of them were stationary. Now when it came in, it still had, even though they were always servicing the truck, I'll let you know, please note this back window works with the greatest of ease. Thought it was a little bit more coordinated. The truck still had its original spiral shocks and steering stabilizer on it. So when we were servicing this truck, it came in, it ran and drove well. We changed all the fluids in it. They were extremely clean, it didn't need it. Tires are dry rotted, so we put on some BFGs. They look great. Changed the dual exhaust system. It was original, but it had a little bit of rot in it. And then we noticed on the truck, we did a color sanded buff, and it turned out beautifully, except for this quarter panel had some scratches up in here, and this door had been worked. So the truck had been painted here and here. This is code 17 Saratoga Silver, which at least for us, we could not get it to match. So we blew the whole truck apart cosmetically on the outside. Took the hood off, but you have to take the hood off to get this emblem off. Well, that's what they say, that's not true. You actually have to take both fenders off. From there, it just kind of snowballed. So we took all the trim off the truck, which you'll notice the trim on this truck is beautiful. Took the bumpers off, grill came out, headlights came out. Went down, we spent about 120 hours on the paint job, base coat, clear coat, chroma base, color sanded and buffed. We put it back together. The only thing we changed on this truck was we located a new grill, and I located NOS wheelhouse moldings. These are not aftermarket. The reason I did that is because there was 2 holes in here that had the mud flaps. What's really neat is, I mean, this truck literally is totally rust-free, never had any rust repair. And when you see the chassis pictures, I think you'll be thoroughly impressed. The mud flaps have protected all these areas. Now when it came out of the booth, and you'll look on the dealer invoice, this was a solid paint color truck. It did not have a secondary color. I just thought it was just too much Saratoga silver. So I told him to stop, went to my graphics guy, Zach, said, hey, let's see what this thing looks like with white and a white top, red and a red top to match the red interior. I was like, nah, I always go with black. It was a factory black top, so we put black in here. Now, for those of y'all that want a truck that's just totally original, I did you a favor, even though I really like the way it turns out. This is a very expensive, high-speed, high-gloss black vinyl. So if you don't like it, you can take it off. But I think it turned out fantastic. I think it goes really well with the top. If you look at the interior, it's red plaid, just in absolutely stunning condition. Always garage kept. Like I said, it's a fold-up rear seat. It runs and drives absolutely beautifully. It's just crisp inside. The only things that are on this truck, other than we changed the shocks, exhaust, tires, that's not original, is it's got its original AM FM radio in it, which I want you to see. It's in very good shape. Somebody's added some 6x9s back here. Not a big deal. If you're trying to get this thing just back to absolutely, totally where you want to win a C10 national event. The original radio is in it. Beautiful shape, but they have hidden a CD player inside the original console. So just some minor things, but look how nice the headliner is, and the hardtop's just in absolutely stunning shape. The dash looks like it's as new, no cracks. And like I said, tilt, cruise, just an absolutely beautiful truck. Now let's look under the hood. So this is a 29,000 actual mile truck. Just beautiful under the hood. All the original decals are extremely nice. The original 400 4-barrel. I love this motor. They run strong. My brothers and I had one in high school. We pulled our boats with it. We ran that thing hard and put it up wet. It really did well for us. So you got the original radiator hoses still. I mean, this thing is just a really a neat truck. Power steering, power brakes, AC of course. To restore one to this level is incredibly expensive and hard to find a lot of the NOS parts you would need. We did have to repaint it, but the paint's considerably better than it would have been from the factory. And to do a paint job like this, you know, we've got 120 hours in it, plus about $3,000 in materials. It's a $15,000 paint job. But this is ready to enjoy, ready to go, 29,000 mile, beautiful color combo, high option Blazer. So let's go take it for a ride. So cool getting in this thing. It looks and smells like a new truck. I've had a few lower mileage ones, but I tell you what, this thing stands tall. So we're at 29,816 miles, and they are right. Steering wheel feels new. All the gauges are just crazy crisp. If you're looking for a Blazer that you can actually get in and drive and enjoy, that's ready to go, serviced, beautifully detailed, this is it. To take a 78 K5 Blazer, which a lot of people are doing, and do a full-blown proper restoration, and to get one to this level, you're gonna have to have some NOS parts. It's likely gonna cost you north of 6 figures. It's a lot of work, very time consuming. If you're just looking for one that's ready to enjoy, this is really cool. This one also has had a heavy-duty trailer tow package put on the back. This would be great for somebody who's got a lake house or pulling their boat or just pulling a small trailer. But it rides beautifully. There's no squeaks, no rattles. I hear some wind noise. I had that window open over there, but I mean, you look at the shift knobs and stuff, just all like new. And again, it's a 400 4-barrel turbo 400. 4x4x4x4. I like it. Well, it runs strong. Knows what it's supposed to do. The silver with red plaid's tough to beat too. Full on 70s. And again, it is a Cheyenne package. All the gauges are working, really good oil pressure. Again, this truck has had the same man take care of it since new. Didn't go to the dealership. The same man changed oil on this truck every single year and looked after it since it was brand new. And it really shows. That just drives fantastic. This truck has not been abused. So there you have it. There's a K5 drive. Good luck with the auction, guys. Have a great day.